Hello and welcome to Wanna Be a Chef. Today we are going to make coffee pound cake. For that we need 1.5 cups of all-purpose flour, 1 cup of sugar, this is normal granulated sugar, 3 eggs at room temperature, half cup of butter at room temperature, 1/4 teaspoon of salt, 1 tablespoon of coffee granules, or I have taken the Nescafe Classic here, and half teaspoon of baking powder. So as usual we are going to first take the butter here, and then we are going to add the sugar, and we are going to beat butter and sugar together until it is creamy. So I have taken this homemade butter here. For homemade butter recipe you can follow the link which is given in the description box below. So I am taking half cup of butter at room temperature, and to this I am going to add 1 cup of normal granulated sugar which we use for tea or coffee, and we are going to beat this for at least 5 minutes or until you get a nice butter, fluffy butter mixture. Now to a sugar and butter mixture we are going to add in eggs one at a time, and we are going to beat every time we add in the eggs, and make sure your eggs are at room temperature. If it's in fridge, take it out half an hour before you do any kind of baking. Now it's time to add in our second egg. As I mentioned, we are going to beat this every time we add the eggs so that your cake becomes fluffy. Now it's time to add in our third egg, and along with the third egg we are directly going to add our coffee granules here. We are not going to dilute in any kind of hot water. I'm just putting like this. If you want to dilute you can dilute, but I don't wish to dilute it, so I'll be beating this again. We're just going to scrape the sides of the bowl, and then we are going to add in our flour, salt and baking powder. First goes in the salt, then the baking powder, and then the 1.5 cups of flour. So first we are going to use the spatula and we'll mix the flour in the batter or with the eggs, and once it is little combined we are going to use the hand beater here. So first we are just going to mix it so that the flour doesn't come out when we use the hand mixer. Now we are going to use the hand mixer, and we are going to beat this until everything is well combined and you don't see any dry flour. Our coffee cake batter is now ready. We are going to pour this in the tin now. Today we are going to only brush the pan here, and we are going to put little flour, that is the maida. So I am just brushing little oil. We are not brushing any butter here. We are just brushing the oil, and I just wanted to show you that even if you brush oil and put little flour, your cake will come out really clean. So to this I am just going to dust some flour, just little, and you're going to spread it all around the tin like this, on the corners also, so that the corners also doesn't stick it. So in this manner we are going to just move your flour. So just take it, and extra flour whatever you have you're going to throw it out, just like what I am doing right now. So this way you're going to do it, and then this extra flour what we have, we are just going to throw it off. Here my pan is ready, and to this we are going to add the batter, and we are going to bake this on a preheated 180 degrees for 30 to 35 minutes, or until a skewer comes out clean. Our batter is now ready to get into the oven, but before that we are just going to give a tap twice or thrice so that the air bubbles come out and the batter spreads evenly. So now it's ready to get into the oven. Our coffee pound cake is just out of the oven. I have inserted a skewer and it has come out clean. That means it's baked perfectly. So we are going to let this cool down in the tin for 15 to 20 minutes. Then we are going to demold it, and I'm going to show you the inside of the cake, or the texture of the cake. So I'm taking a butter knife here. I'm going to loosen the edges using the butter knife. Once you tilt it, just tap a little so that your cake comes out. So you can see it has come out. You can see the tin also, and we have not used any kind of baking paper or any kind of butter. I have taken a bigger plate because that plate was not sufficient. So I'm just going to what I have got here. So you can see the texture of the cake. It's crumbly and the coffee has mixed perfectly in the cake batter, and it tastes amazing. It smells amazing. I hope you like this video. Subscribe to my YouTube channel for such interesting and easy recipes. You can also visit me on my Facebook page, which is given in the description box. Thank you and keep watching.